Imagine this. Sarah was sitting at her favorite cafe, the comforting aroma of fresh coffee swirling around her as she scrolled through her phone. The cafe was bustling with life, people chatting, baristas calling out orders, and the gentle hum of conversation filling the air. Sarah felt relaxed, enjoying a rare moment of peace in her busy week. She picked up her phone and called her best friend, laughing and sharing stories about her day. Their conversation was lighthearted, filled with inside jokes and personal details only close friends would know. But then, weeks later, everything changed. Sarah received a message that made her heart race. Private details from that very conversation were being used against her. She felt a wave of confusion and fear. How could anyone know what she had said in such a private moment? The truth was chilling. Someone had secretly listened to her call, eavesdropping without her ever suspecting a thing. Her privacy had been invaded in a way she never imagined possible. This isn't just a plot from a scary movie or a far-fetched TV show. Incidents like this happen every single day to real people. People just like Sarah, who never thought it could happen to them. In fact, back in 2011, a massive scandal rocked the UK when journalists were caught hacking into the phones of celebrities, politicians, and even victims of crimes. The headlines were everywhere, exposing just how vulnerable our private conversations can be. These journalists didn't just listen in on calls, they stole private messages, voicemails, and personal secrets. The world was stunned, realizing that even the most secure-seeming devices could be breached. But here's the thing, you don't have to be a celebrity or a public figure for someone to want to spy on your phone. Ordinary people are targeted every day, often without ever realizing it. You might think phone hacking is rare or that it only happens to important people with secrets worth stealing, but that's simply not true. Hackers often go after regular folks, looking for any information they can exploit. Bank details, personal photos, or even just to cause chaos. Every day, people like you and me use our phones for everything: texting, banking, shopping, and sharing our lives. That makes us all potential targets, whether we realize it or not. Imagine how vulnerable you'd feel if your private life was suddenly exposed, just like Sarah's was. It's a violation that can leave you feeling helpless and alone. So, how do these hackers actually get into your phone? What tricks and tools do they use to break through your defenses and steal your secrets? And most importantly, what can you do to protect yourself and your loved ones from becoming the next victim? Let's find out together and take the first steps toward keeping your digital life safe and secure. Before we go any further, let's take a moment to talk about something crucial. There's something very important you need to know before we continue. This essay is designed to help you understand how hackers operate, so you can recognize the signs and protect yourself and your loved ones from cyber threats. The information you'll learn here is for educational and defensive purposes only. It should never be used for illegal activities, to invade someone's privacy, or to harm anyone in any way. Think of learning about hacking like learning about fire. Fire can be a powerful tool when used responsibly, but it can also be incredibly dangerous if misused. Used correctly, knowledge about hacking can help keep you, your family, and your devices safe and secure, just like fire can keep you warm and comfortable when handled with care. But if you use this knowledge the wrong way, it can cause serious harm, damage relationships, and even get you into legal trouble. Remember, hacking into someone's phone or computer without their clear permission is not just wrong, it's a crime, and it can have severe consequences. If you ever suspect that you've been hacked, don't try to handle it alone. Talk to someone you trust, like a parent, teacher, or friend, and don't hesitate to contact the police or a cybersecurity professional for help. Reporting the issue quickly can prevent further damage. Never try to hack back or use these techniques on others, even if you think you're justified. Two wrongs don't make a right, and you could make things much worse. Instead, focus on protecting yourself and helping others stay safe online. Sharing knowledge responsibly makes everyone stronger. Now that we've made these ground rules clear, let's dive in and explore how hackers really listen to your calls, and most importantly, how you can stop them before they start. Phone hackers come in many forms. Some are cyber criminals looking for quick money. Others are pranksters, spies, or even people you know. They all want one thing: your private information. Many hackers are motivated by profit. They might steal credit card numbers or demand money to stop sharing your secrets. Some hackers work alone, but others are part of big groups or criminal gangs. No matter their reason, hackers use clever tricks to break into phones. Sometimes they write computer code. Other times, they use social skills to trick you into giving away your secrets. They are always looking for new ways to get past your defenses. Knowing who hackers are helps us understand how they attack. Next, let's look at the most common ways hackers get into your phone. Phishing is one of the oldest and simplest tricks in the hacker's book, but don't let its simplicity fool you. This technique is still incredibly effective, even in our modern, tech-savvy world. Every day, millions of people receive phishing messages, and many fall for them, losing money, data, or even their identities. It works because it preys on our trust and curiosity. Hackers know that people are naturally inclined to respond to urgent requests or messages that seem important. They exploit our instincts, making us act quickly before we have time to think things through. Usually, you get a message by email, text, or even social media. These messages can appear at any time, often when you least expect them, and they're designed to catch you off guard. It looks like it's from your bank, your boss, or a friend. Sometimes, it might even seem to come from a family member or a company you trust, making it even harder to spot the scam. The message might ask you to click this link, reset your password, or even pay a bill. Often it creates a sense of urgency, telling you your account will be locked, or that you've won a prize, or that someone needs your help right away. But if you click the link or enter your details, the hackers steal your information. This could include your passwords, credit card numbers, or even access to your entire device. They can then use it to get into your phone or listen to your calls. In some cases, they might even take control of your accounts, lock you out, or use your identity for further scams. Phishing messages often look very real. The difference between a genuine message and a fake one can be almost impossible to spot at first glance. Hackers copy logos and language to fool you. They mimic the style, tone, and even the formatting of real companies, making their messages seem legitimate. Sometimes they even know personal details that make the message seem true. They might mention your name, your address, or reference something you recently did online, making the scam even more convincing. To stay safe from phishing, always double-check messages before you click any links. Look for subtle mistakes, like misspelled words, strange email addresses, or unexpected requests. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust your instincts, and when in doubt, contact the sender directly using a trusted method, not by replying to the suspicious message. Staying alert is your best defense against the art of tricking you. Did you know that not all apps in the App Store are safe? Hackers often create fake apps that look like games, tools, or even banking apps. When you install them, you're actually letting a hacker into your phone. These fake apps can record your calls, read your messages, or even steal your passwords. Some apps, believe it or not, secretly turn on your microphone or camera without you knowing. Once inside, hackers can listen to everything you say. Fake apps are sometimes really hard to spot. They might have fake reviews or just a few downloads. Sometimes they can even appear right at the top of search results if you're not careful. So, to protect yourself, only download apps from official stores, check reviews, and never install apps you don't really need. Free Wi-Fi at cafes, airports, or hotels is, super convenient, but it's not always safe. Hackers actually love these networks because they're often open and really easy to attack. When you use public Wi-Fi, hackers can listen in on your internet traffic. This means they might see what websites you visit, what you type, and even listen to your calls if you use internet calling apps. Sometimes, hackers set up fake Wi-Fi hotspots with names like Free Cafe, Wi-Fi just to trick you. Once you're connected, the hacker sitting nearby can basically watch everything you do. It's honestly almost like having a stranger reading over your shoulder. Whenever you need to use Wi-Fi in public, try to use a VPN if you can, or, just avoid entering sensitive information until you're on a safe network. SIM swap is honestly one of the sneakiest tricks hackers use. They call your phone company, pretend to be you, and convince them to move your phone number to a new SIM card. Suddenly, your phone just stops working and the hacker gets all your calls and texts. With your number, hackers can reset your passwords, get your two-factor codes, and even listen to your voice messages. It's a really powerful way for them to take control of your phone life. SIM swap attacks can actually happen to anyone. Sometimes hackers get your information from social media. Other times they might bribe someone at a phone company. To protect yourself, add a PIN or password to your mobile account. And yeah, be careful about sharing personal information online. Your phone is honestly more than just a device. It holds your photos, your messages, your money, and even your memories. If a hacker gets inside, they can do real damage, not just to your privacy, but to your bank account and your relationships too. We use our phones for nearly everything now. From paying bills to talking to loved ones, our whole lives are inside these small devices. That's why hackers work so hard to break in, and why you should work just as hard to keep them out. Losing control of your phone isn't just frustrating. It can be scary, embarrassing, and expensive. Some people have even lost their jobs or friends because of hacked information. By understanding the risks, you can totally take steps to keep your phone and your life safe from snooping hackers. You don't need to be a tech genius to stay safe. Here are some easy things you can do. Always use a strong password on your phone. Update your apps and system regularly. Don't click on strange links or download apps you don't trust. Use two-factor authentication whenever possible. Be careful on public Wi-Fi and consider using a VPN. Add a PIN or password to your phone account with your carrier. If something feels wrong, like you stop getting calls or texts, contact your phone company right away. Staying alert is honestly the best way to avoid trouble. Remember, your phone is your private space. Protect it, and you'll keep your world safe. For more tips and stories about staying safe in our digital world, keep an eye out for future updates. Stay smart, stay safe.